Hello guys, welcome to Everybody Linux. This is Paolo, and today I'm going to speak about a very special command. It's called history. The history command is user related and is session related, but there are other specifications that I want to speak about today. I want to tell you today. So I'm logged via SSH to my Oracle Linux. So this is my user, Paolo Oracle Linux, and history command is typed this way. So you can use this way the history command. This will show this display all the list of the command that you have previously typed so far in the history of your user in this operating system. So since the beginning, it will list the commands that I have typed so far for this user. As I say, it's user related. It doesn't show the commands for all the users. Every user has its own history. So if I type history now, I typed so far 196 commands in this operating system. So let's clear here. So as I say, it's session related. What does it mean? So let's say that I want to remove to reset all my history here that I've shown you now. I've shown you. I display now on the screen what was the list. If I do history with the flag C, it will remove all the commands that I have previously typed for this session, but not permanently, because this list that I previously showed you before is saved in a specific file name bash underscore history .bash underscore history. This history is kept for the next session that you will open for this user. They are not wiped out completely permanently, only for the session. That's why I will say it's a session related. So if I do cut, okay, let's list first to give you an idea what I mean. It's always inside the home directory of the user where I am, and it's this file. This file contains all the list of the commands that I showed you before. So if I do cat bash history, as you see, guys, those are all the commands that I previously typed so far in this for this user. So they're kept there. They're not wiped out. They're not removed. They are removed only for the session, only if I do history with the flag C. Okay. So let's clear here. Let's fill. Now I have removed the file, the command that I type that are in the file. They are removed for this session. So let's give us a little bit more command just to do some to have some more command in my history for this session. So I have, for example, show what was the host name, the specs of the kernel with this command. Now it shows me the user that I'm using, Paolo Oracle Linux. I can use, for example, this command to show me, that gives me the current directory where I am, home Paolo Oracle Linux. Obviously, I am in the home directory. All these commands are recorded for the current session, and also they will be saved when I close the session. They will be saved in that file that I showed you before, bash history. So resuming, at the moment, until I don't do history with the flag C, they will be shown when I type history command. They will be listed here for this session. Then if I do history C, they will be removed for this session, but they won't be removed from the bash history file that I showed you before. I hope it's clear, guys. It's very easy to explain because it's a very easy topic. So basically, at the moment, let's try to see what happened to the history file. Let's see if it contains the latest command that I typed. As you see, guys, they are not listed. The one who am I, hostname, they will be saved when I close the session. Okay, so when I close the session, I open another one, they will be saved in this file. So you will see them there. I wanted to tell you another thing, guys, for this file. So I say that to remove to reset for the session in type history with the flag C. For instead, if you want to remove a specific entry, as you saw, guys, they are listed for with the position in order of time. So this is a 7 command type. For example, let's say that I want to remove this. Okay, so to remove there, you don't want to remove for this session all the commands that you have typed. You just remove you just do history with the flag D, and you remove, type in the number, corresponding number 7 in this case for this command, just pick randomly. I removed this entry with this comma. So if I do history now, as you see, guys, the wmi command that was in the history list has disappeared, basically. So let's clear, make it a bit of order. Let's put a little more let's say, order here. So let's clean. Okay, so basically now I have my session here ready to tell you another tip. So let's say that I want to show you only one command, for example, host name. You just type exclamation mark with the position 6, and it will give you the output, the input of the command, and the output. Okay, so if you type exclamation mark with the position, for example, 6, it will give you, so the name of the command, it's output. Very easy. Yeah? As I say, guys, it doesn't record only the regular command. You can record everything you type on the. It's the same philosophy of the screen recorder when you record the video, no? So this one has been saved now in my history. So if I do history now, I will have also these things, you know, SADA, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, those are the main things, but it's not ended yet, my point, because I want to explain you also another important feature. So to this history command, there are some environment variable that I want to speak about. So let's say that you want to display the date and time associated with each command in your bash history. I will tell you which one are the steps. So let's say that, for example, what I mean is, if I do history, I want to see here, for example, at what time I type this, and we can do that. There is a way. So the way is that I have copied in my notepad here. So you can do this. So to type this, let's clear a bit. To have the date, you just have to consider a specific environment variable that its name is hist time format. This variable echo s dollar to show the variable on the screen for Linux. You always have to type with the dollar. For example, echo shell will tell me which bash, the environmental variable for the bash. For example, this variable instead is one of the important variable for the history command. Sorry, guys. Hist time format. Okay, yeah, it's okay. It doesn't give me anything. Why? Because I didn't set any hist time format. So the time format we need to set this way. So I need to show you now. So we need to export. Okay, hist time format without the dollar in this case. If it's used with the operator, so with a command export, you don't put the dollar. Hist time exactly format. Okay, equal sorry, problem with typing the okay, let's try again. It should be, because I changed the keyboard type from English. Okay, so this is equal, and now I show you another thing. Copy and paste from my notepad is from here to here. Okay, now you put this part. So remember always to put the quotes. So this is for date, day, month, and oh, I forgot another important thing. So percentage D stands for day, then slash, percentage M is month, percentage Y year, and then time. Okay, this is the time parameter. So if you do this now, you will basically, what you are doing, you are tell to the system to set for this history command, we want to have the date aside with the command type and the position. So we add also the date variable. So this is set, no error, so it's fine. And now we have to reload the environment. To reload the environment every time, guys, you need to source the file. To source the file, to source your profile. To source the profile, you need to source the bash profile. Okay. Okay, so now we source the bash profile this way. So bash profile is the important file that contains all the settings for your profile of user profile. You need to source the bash profile. This file must be always sourced when you modify the environmental variable. The environment variable. No error, perfect. It's been sourced. So basically, to make you understand, this is another file that you need to take in consideration when you work with everything related to your user, when you modify the environmental variable, the environment variable, this one, okay? Or alternative, you can source this one. I always source the bash profile. So just to make sure, you can source also the other one if you want to make sure. But usually it's necessary there. It's enough the other one. So now we have changed the time format. So for the history command. To see now, we need to type history. Let's see if it's been reloaded. And as you see, guys, now you have the time. Okay, so the history will give you the time. Amazing, is it? So here with the name of the command and etc. etc. So now you have also the time aside of your name of the command type. That gives you a little bit more information, is it? I just saw that there are some parts visually that I don't like. Okay, now guys, what I did is simply show now. I already did it. So basically what I did is adding a space here. So let's get back to what I did. So while I was doing another thing, so I gave a space here. You can also put, for example, this if you want. So we can put this and we make it even more nicer. So let's clear. So I just put, you see here, a space and a column. So it gives a little more, let's say, nice version, a little bit more, tidy. So let's do history and see what happens now. As you see, guys, better, is it? So now you have more, because it was basically stick to the time. So just simply graphical, visual improvement, nothing else. Okay, guys, so another last thing I wanted to speak about. There are other variables that are involved with the history command. There are, as I say, the is time format that we saw now. And remember that when you change this environment variable, you need to source the file. We already said that. We have said that there is a session based history in sense of if you close the session and you reopen, it will be a different situation. So if you reset, if you clear the history of this session with history C, then in the next time you will see anymore for this session all the commands type. Then there is another thing I want to tell you about. This is a session-based history, and there are also another thing related to the session, the ist size. So the variable ist size called is this one, echo. This is related to the history, to the session, guys. It's not to the file. So if I do this, you see 1000. So this determines this value, the maximum number of commands to keep in memory for the current bash session. Okay, so for this session we are using now, we are having now, not for the permanent history. So for that are related to the file that we saw before. So for this session, it will keep a maximum number of commas 1000. Okay, but we can change this. Okay, we can adjust. Okay, so we can simply do export east sides equal to 2000, for example. No, it's too much. Let's say 1200 maximum type number of command. Okay. And if I now do east size 1200, but this is valid for the current session. If you want to modify permanently let's say the file, the file size, okay, there is another variable for permanently, not only for this session, modify the size of the file bash history. Is this one? Sorry, echo east file size. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to put the typical error. Is always 1000 also for the file, not for the session. So we can also make it bigger. Okay, so with the command export is file size, we can put, I don't know, 1400. So basically now if I do echo is file size, it will be 1000, and this is permanent. To make it permanent, the change for both session, during the session, for the file, we always need to source the bash profile or bash rc, depend on. We can always do both, and we do also for the other file. So in this moment, when I close this session, next time I open my operating system, I will have the same. I will have these settings. Change it so to 1400 and 1200 for the session. So guys, that's all for this history command. Remember that we say that there are few variables to consider. It's quite important, and there are you can set the limits for configuration. There's difference between a session-based history and persistent history file. So which we see the difference, and that's it. So remember that when you start a new session, the history file is loaded into memory. Okay, this means that the commands that from previous session become available for use. Okay, guys. So remember that we have added the timestamps and we configure the variables as I said. So basically, many things we did, and I'm done for today. If you have any comments or anything to ask, just do it, guys, please, because I'm here to learn as well. I'm in constant learning. I'm very happy to contribute to the community, and I'm happy, guys, that if you contribute to this video with your comments and your points that you can add. Okay, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you like my video and my channel, and thank you again for watching, and have a good day, guys.